Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Okay, so the third episode of The Mandalorian came out. Now, I still haven't seen The Mandalorian because it took an extra week for us to get it in Australia, to get Disney Plus, and I'd already heard about Baby Yoda and heard all about the first episode, and I think I'm going to wait a few weeks since I've already kind of missed the boat, and I'll get the free trial, and then I'll buy 1 month to get like the last. So I'll wait a couple of weeks until we're up to about 4 episodes, and then I'll buy like a month and I'll get the last 4 episodes. I think there's only 8, and then I only have to do 1 month membership just to see all the Mandalorian, and then just ignore Disney Plus until like season 2 comes out, because that's the only thing I want to watch, and I don't want to do 2 months for it when I can get 5 weeks and squeeze all 8 into that. So I don't know if I commented on episode 2. Basically, the Mandalorian is just running around with the Baby Yoda, and he meets up with a bunch of Jawas, and he gets his ass kicked, and um, fights a space rhino, and the Baby Yoda saves him with Jedi powers, which is like the second end of episode big shocker reveal. And I did talk about it on a video, I don't now remember. But the third episode, and I've watched other people's reviews and looked at videos and stuff. It's a little bit longer. It's 38 minutes. Basically, and I'm surprised that they did this. Mando hands over the Baby Yoda because he decided not to kill it, but he still was handing it over. So what was the good of saving Baby Yoda if you're just going to give it to people who might kill him because they wanted him dead, or experiment on him, or do something to him? I can't imagine people setting a bounty primarily to kill him are going to treat him very kindly when they get their hands on him. But ultimately, he does turn around. He sort of asks about the Baby Yoda, and they say that's against the rules. You don't talk about the mark or whatever, or the bounty after you've got it. Just walk away. So he walks away and goes back to his ship, and he finds like a missing knob from his engine cockpit that the Baby Yoda was like chewing on or something, is eaten or stolen or something, and he's attached. So he goes out and he finds the Baby Yoda, and he he rescues it, and he comes up against, well, basically he broke all the rules, so now he's wanted. So he has all the Mandos out there come after him, and he has a big ass shootout scene with all the other bounty hunters. I guess they're not all Mandalorians. I don't know why I thought that. And he wins. He escapes. Blah blah. And so some people were a bit freaked out. I know some people were watching the episode thinking, "Oh God, they're going to subvert our expectations." I think Mecha Random was saying they're going to subvert our expectations and kill the Baby Yoda or something. So she was expecting something bad to happen. So she couldn't enjoy the whole show because she was just waiting for the other shoe to drop and something bad to happen. And then the last minute, we see him rescue the Baby Yoda and escape with the Baby Yoda, and we sort of get some reassurance that he's the center of the show and he's going to continue on. He wasn't just something to be cute for a couple of episodes and to get knocked off to subvert expectations. Because and she was saying she almost has a post-traumatic stress disorder with from The Last Jedi, where she can't watch Star Wars without thinking Rian Johnson's going to come in and do something to touch us in a bad way, like he did with The Last Jedi. So I found that kind of funny, but and it makes sense. Like, he is an orphan, he's going to sympathize and connect with this little orphan Baby Yoda. And the only real criticism sort of coming out of the show now, and this is from, I guess, Nerdrotic, but I've heard it from other people, but he's the biggest one, that it's playing very much like a Saturday morning cartoon, just a live action Saturday morning cartoon. And a lot of people were expecting a serious hour-long drama Star Wars, and what they're getting is closer to half-hour Saturday morning sort of kids sort of Star Wars. But it's still a lot better than the Disney Star Wars, the films, Last Jedi and that. So people are happy, they're excited about Star Wars again, and they're looking forward to Star Wars again. episode by episode, and they're like crazy for merchandise. Everyone wants a Baby Yoda. I want one right now. I want to put it between my Pikachu and my Pusheen right now, and I want to sit it next to my Gremlin, my Gizmo, and see which is cuter in person because it's hard to tell. Um, so they've done a good job. Star Wars is back. They've resurrected it because it was dying in the movies, and there's still a lot of gossip with the new film, and I'm not really believing it. I don't really believe the screenings have happened. I don't think it's as much of a mess. I think they did some shuffling and they've decided on a direction and they're going with it, and they don't care if they upset fans. So the story's about them trying to change it up every 5 minutes to make fans and everyone happy. I don't think that's actually true. I think they were tweaking it towards the end because they weren't sure how to go with it, because maybe they were a bit scared to do what they planned to do, which is, I think, the worst thing I've heard is basically, and this doesn't make any sense from what I've seen in the trailers, basically all the classic cast are in the Millennium Falcon and it gets blown up by the Emperor. I'm like, I think that was just made up to enrage Star Wars fans and clickbait, just get people to click on that article and that rumor. I don't believe that happened, and it makes no sense because you see the Millennium Falcon full of the new characters. And why would all the old characters be on the Millennium Falcon? Because they're doing other things. So I think there's a lot of rumors that are being created just to get articles attention and people attention. And I'm just going to let it go see the film, and then worry about what happens after I see the film, and not try and work out what's happening beforehand. I'm trying to prepare myself on one level. I'm preparing myself for it to be the worst, for him to kill everyone and make Rey some god that saves everyone and everything, and the whole world revolves around her, and at the end she's just this shining star in the sky, the ultimate sort of Mary Sue. Worst case scenario, that's what happens. I'm sort of prepared for that. If anything less than that happens, I might be able to enjoy the film. So I'm just leaving it there. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Comments are good. And, I'm curious what other people think. That's why I like YouTube. I like to hear what other people think. That's why I watch a lot of videos. I wish I got more comments so people could tell me what they think. But thanks. Bye.